Previously on the Simchelor Daddy Edition, the competition got a little tighter with the return of past contestant Adam Top. Everyone competed in a ping-pong battle where the winners got to hang out with Pedro at his mansion, and the losing group had to stay home, and Kaden was sent home. Who will go home this week, and who will win the Simchelor Daddy? This is the Simchelor. Who will win the Simchelor Daddy? Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Simchelor. This week we return with our cast to find out who will win the iconic singing challenge that we have every season. I am very excited to see who is going to rise to the top and who will unfortunately fall to the bottom. But let's see what happens this week in the Simchelor Daddy Edition. We are outside the Simchelor mansion for the very iconic challenge, which is the sing-off challenge. This week, only one will be the winner per every single season, and one or more of the Sims will go home this week. Who will be the winner of this challenge? Who has singing chops? I have no idea what to expect. I'm very excited as always for this challenge. Let's see who ends up in the bottom this week and who will go home. Starting off with Ted O'Malley, he will be taking us to church for the very first time tonight. Everyone seems slightly unamused. He seems confident, even if he sounds quite awful. Really not good. That was kind of endearing. I don't think he sang very well, though. I think we would definitely not ask him for a call back if this were a proper singing competition. Claps for Ted. Okay. Next up is Audrey. Same. It looks like they're already booing her. They are not featuring her at all. She's sort of just hoarsely talking her way through the song, rather than committing to any type of melody. And they are not featuring it. Someone clap for her. Actually, no, never mind. Boo her. Give her boos. Yell. Hiss. Scream. This is awful. I feel the same way, Sandra. Alright. Yay, I'm so glad that's over. That was my favorite part, was when it ended. You can go ahead and sit down, girly pop. You go ahead and sit down. That was awful. That was awful. Next up is Sandra, who is wiping her sweaty palms all over her legs. Sandra is going to be singing us a song called Classic Beauty, and it looks like Audrey is very unhappy already. She's got so much confidence in how bad she's singing. They are all furious about it. Adam Top tells her to get off the mic. This whole front row is real mouthy. They all want it to be over. The music cut off. Someone in IT cut her off. The lighting crew said, you gotta go and sit down. You can't do this anymore. You know, I was kind of enamored by her confidence. I can't even lie for a half of a second. Next up to sing is Dallas. Everyone looks bored already. They're like, how long do we have to be here for? Can this be over already? Dallas is gonna sing Shaken, Not Stirred. Zabule! I love this song. Could listen to it all the time. They can't, though. They would love if she never sang this song again. She's not committed at all. She seems quite offended over her own singing. Which, to be fair, I'm offended by her singing, too. So far, Dallas, this whole competition has really just been giving half energy to everything. Just like she gave half energy to that note. She's trying to pretend that it didn't happen. Next up to sing has been the mouthiest one so far. I don't think Adam ever got to participate in this challenge during season 1. So after all of the mad crap that he's been talking this whole time, he better really knock it out of the park. Adam is going to sing a pop song called Fool's Prayer. You had a lot to say a minute ago. A whole lot to say a minute ago. And this is not backing up any of it. For me, it's the way that Kira is wincing. Sandra's booing. I love that Gino's just disassociating in the corner though. He's putting a lot of enthusiasm into it though. I'll give him that. He very enthusiastically did terribly. Okay, work. That ended faster than probably his entire run in the Simchelor has been or will continue to be. You can sit down and maybe don't talk anymore. It's gonna be a real rough night tonight. Next up to sing is Miss Jasmine. Give us something. Jasmine is gonna be singing Fun Tonight, which none of us are having. Not one of us has had fun. Oh, the mic is shaking in her hand. I keep saying it flail like I'm afraid she's gonna throw it. I have never been so disappointed. Girly pop. Not the random boo at the end. You know what? She felt real good about her performance. I don't know where that false confidence came from. I don't think anybody's winning this one, if I'm being honest. Alright, next up is London, who's feeling very flirty and confident. London is gonna sing Nectar Drinking Land. Okay, we're all pretty excited so far. Oh. They're all having fun with it. But he sounds awful. He's just yelling. He's just yelling. No. Adam is loving this. Sandra's telling him to get off the mic. I'm like partially offended by how miserably bad that was. London. Next up is Tevin. I'm really not looking forward to the rest of these performances. He's gonna sing some funky Sims, and funky it has been all night. He got a couple of cheers. Oh, thank God. Smooth. Lux voice. Let's go. Nice. Hey. It's always this song they do good on. He sounds good, he's the best one all night, but when everyone sounds like garbage, you know, I guess like what is good? He's feeling it, I'm feeling it. It's good. It was very passable for what we've had for the rest of the night. And he seemed very happy with what he did, and everyone was not booing him. Next up is Cyrus, who seems a little bit intimidated by that last performance. Cyrus is going to be singing The Weekender again. They're all upset instantly. Why is his face melting off? Look at his nose. Look at his neck. I don't know what you laughing at, cause you about to go home. Is it over? Like, is it done? Thank you. The sun is rising over this miserable event. You sit down. London should feel very lucky that Cyrus bombed so bad. Next up is Liam, who looks very cute as always. He's gonna sing a song called Hotter Than the Sun. They hate this. I don't know why they booed. Ooh, nice. This is actually good stuff. Ew, you be quiet up there. You know what? Just get ready to go on a date. Because you're the only one that really impressed me so far. And you could very confidently sit down. He feels focused. He feels good. He is swishing by. Y'all booed him. Alright, next up is Kira, who's been really mouthy this whole time. And I hope that she flops just like a damn was. He got humbled real fast. She will be singing Run to Palomino. A dam is turning up. Sure. They are really liking what she's serving. I'm not. They're clearly hearing something different than what I'm hearing. Especially after all that attitude this whole time. Booing almost everyone that's gone up on stage. Okay. Thank you. Next up to sing is Alexandra. She will be singing us yet another rendition of Fool's Prayer. Kira is already mouthing off. She's hardly singing. I don't know if we need to continue. No. It's okay if we don't. Keep doing this. You being a disappointment really just like doesn't hurt me anymore because everyone's disappointed me so far. But thank you for your contribution, I suppose. Thanks for giving us nothing. And finally in this very disappointing challenge is Gino, our last one to compete, and thank God it's almost over because I know who I think is going to win. So head on up, friend, give us your best rendition of whatever. Oh. Ew! Kira's booing again! He's the best one so far tonight. Hey, let's go, Gino. This is the first time really emerging as like a true competitor. Give us one more. Oh. Everyone cheer, everyone clap, because that was art, and none of you will be him. Not one of you. Unfortunately, it's time for deliberation. Looking at the scores and how everyone performed, I think it's pretty clear who was kind of near the bottom. It is okay to call some people safe. So for all the names that I am calling out, you are the safe Sims. Ted, Audrey, Adam, Sandra, London, Jasmine, and Alexandra. I barely called them safe and Ted went running. Wait, Tevin, come back. The rest of you are the tops and the bottoms of the week. So this week, Cyrus did really terribly, like gut-wrenchingly bad. It was kind of unwatchable at some points. Dallas, I was not featuring even a little bit. That performance was really critically bad. And then Kira scored horrendously after having so much to say the whole time for every single performance. Even people that were doing quite well, she was booing at them, telling them to get off the mic. I didn't love her attitude this week. Now, as for the tops, it was so clear who did well this week. Obviously, Tevin did great and had a stellar performance, but so did Liam, very unexpectedly. I was not expecting Liam to do very well, and he really knocked it out of the park. The surprise this week was Gino, though. Gino, looking like a cowboy and having this whole aesthetic, I would have never pictured him to be this really incredible singer. And just knocked it right out of the park, and even he knows that he did well. I think it's very clear who won this week, and I think it is going to be a very tight exit this week. I think it's going to be hard to decide who should go home, but I think I know who it's going to be. We are going to do a sing-off between two of the tops. So this week, Liam and Gino, we're going to have them sing a ballad together. and we are going to determine who wins. If you die, though, I can't give you a win. Please don't fall over and die. I'm so excited to see how this turns out. Oh. They are both fighting for their lives. I'm sort of feeling Liam. Yeah, Gino keeps putting his hand and trying to do too much performance. I think that was so good. I've made my decision. This week, the person who is safe and will get to move on to next week is Gino. And that means that the winner this week of the eggplant is Liam. Congratulations on your very first win of the competition. That means he will be receiving a date with Pedro after this, and I'm very excited to see how that goes. It looks like it is time. We're gonna head out and go on a little date with Pedro and see how it goes. We haven't had any chance for much one-on-one, so this will be one of the kind of first major one-on-ones we're getting this season. We're here with Pedro, who's running away. I don't think he wants to go into the bar today. I think he wants to hang out at the beach. We should come and join him. Oh, he's decided that he's gonna go join his ocean brethren. I guess it's swim time. We're all about flexibility here, and if Pedro wants to go swimming, then hey, let's go swimming. This is a date to get to know each other, and he really wants to get a drink. He wants to flirt. He wants to water some plants. We're going in a good direction. I think there's definitely a couple bushes that he could get wet. Let's see how he's feeling about Pedro so far. He finds him extremely attractive. Maybe that's why he's uncomfortable. Maybe he feels like he's out of his league a little bit. He's gonna attempt to make conversation, but Pedro seems uncomfortable as well. It would be cool if one of them talked to each other. Oh look, there they go. Wow, what a sim. Liam just stopped what they were thinking about for a moment and found themselves staring at Pedro Pascal. We learned that Pedro likes pop music and retro music. And we also learned that he's very romantic. Pedro is leaving. He's heading back up towards the bar, so maybe we should get out of the water and go join him. My horoscope told me I'm going to have sex this week, so I thought I would ask. Well, if the horoscope says so, can't fight fate. We're gonna go to the hallway. We had a private beach over there that y'all could have woohooed at, and we chose to come over this way to the hallway. This is not an ideal hallway. Why is it always this one? He's feeling very focused now. And somehow uncomfortable. Maybe because they woohooed in the middle of a walkway. I'm glad that they are both enjoying each other. We've learned that Pedro is loyal. So we need to go and sit and chat with him. Maybe we can come over here. It looks like Liam also really would like to get a drink. So maybe before the date is over we can do that. We don't have much time left though. There's only an hour. And we spend so much of that date woohooing. The date's almost over. Pedro Pascal is heading upstairs. He's gonna go get himself a beverage. Since it does seem to be kind of at the end, maybe we should go and just say goodbye to him? Nope, never mind. Pedro says, I'm leaving too. The date's over. I'm not getting a drink anymore. We woohooed. It was fun. I wore a nice outfit. You opened up your mouth and did some fun things. So, I'll see you later. Maybe. So we're going to send Liam home. It was a date. It wasn't the most successful date ever, but he did get a book as a consolation prize, so I suppose something is better than nothing. We're back from our date, and Liam is heading off to bed. So now is the time to make a decision about who is going to go home this week and who is going to be safe. So just based off of tonight, I think I've got a pretty strong idea of who I don't think should stay here, but based off of the kind of overall competition, see, for me with Cyrus, same thing I think I was thinking last week is that he's just here. I love Dallas a lot. I think Dallas is really beautiful, and I would love to keep her here in the competition. I think she's got a lot to offer. Kira, I think, is gorgeous as well. I love her aesthetic. I just really did not like her attitude at all this week. I thought it was really bad. And I think that the reception from the other Sims should be sort of taken into account, as well as how just they reacted overall during the challenge. And so with that in mind, I very, very confidently am going to say that this week, the safe contestant who will get to proceed on into the competition this week is going to be Dallas. And I just think that I would like to see her for one more week, and I want to see what she's going to do. Based off the challenge this week, how poorly this competitor did, as well as their attitude, the person who is going to be for sure going home this week is Kira. I just really did not enjoy her attitude at all this week, and I don't want to see her in the competition any further. And as I said at the beginning of this, one or more might be going home, and based off of how poorly he did in the challenge, Cyrus will also be going home for putting almost no effort into the challenge and being borderline unwatchable. And while I think he's gorgeous and he has a lot to offer, I just really don't want to see him here anymore. And I think it is definitely his time. And with that, only 11 Sims remain in the competition. Who will go home next week and who will win the Simchelor Daddy? Thank you as always for watching, and we will see you next week. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to click that like button. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. Goodbye.